News, my lovely, wonderful people. It's happening. We refuse to be dragged into politics of the country and that of rivers, Professor Banky Obi reveals. Now, this is what is happening, my lovely, wonderful people. The very Supreme Court judge, that was speaking against Fubara and said he should go and bow down, humiliating the governor, before the House of Assembly and what have you, was seen with Wike, and everybody was like, wow, so this is where the whole picture has been painting. This is where things have been going. The very said same man was seen. And when Nigerians began to speak, this is his excuse. This is what he has to say. And everybody's just watching and wondering how we got here in the first place. For instance, a word they say is enough for the wise. The judge now, they are not coming out to try to, clear themselves after all that they have done. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. We refuse to be dragged into politics of the country and that of Rivers State, Professor Banky reveals. The Vice Chancellor of the University of Calabar, Professor Florence Banky Obi, has reiterated the institution's stand on remaining unpolitical, following recent speculation surrounding the university event honoring Supreme Court Justice Emmanuel. In a viral video shared by Arise TV, Professor Obi emphasized that the university primary objective was to celebrate its distinguished alumni, not to engage in political affairs. At some point in the video clips, she stated, as a university, we refuse to be dragged into politics of the country and that of Rivers State. We actually honor Justice Agu as our alumni, and we are still celebrating. You saw that we had great men and women at the event and had men like Dr. Ojoko and who flew in here and was in our foundation raising ceremony. He also flew back because he had some other events and engagements. Speaking further, she added, I have nothing to do with Obi. I have nothing to do with Wike or Fubara, as the matter may be. These are just friends. Wike is just a friend. And anyone that says I am working with Wike to fight Fubara, I have nothing to do with politics, and no one should drag me into Rivers politics. I'm only serving my nation in my best capacity. That is all I'm doing. I have nothing to do with anybody or into Rivers politics. The matter is clear. I will not allow anyone to drag me into politics as it is at the moment. The truth is, those who are dragging me into this matter at this point, at this moment, they know what they are doing. I'm not a politician, and I will not allow anyone to drag me into it. For now, I'm not in politics. I'm only serving as a Supreme Court judge, and that is what I am doing. Anyone trying to speak against my name will not have it easy. Whether you like it or not, there are things seriously ongoing, and everybody should honestly, sincerely begin to speak. Because at the end of the day, we don't want this nation to become a place where people are appointed into offices and it's because of what they will gain. So it has become, a tit for tat. We saw what happened in 2023, how, Supreme Court judges, went against the will of the people and undermined Nigerians, and everybody began to see. So this again is beginning to happen. Everybody can begin to see it once again. Nigerians, if there is any time people should rise up and do what is needed and right, it is now. Nobody should allow the same thing over and over again. People are going through a lot, okay, because of choices of leadership that we've had in this nation, bad leadership that have continued to deter and continue to, bring in laws and, directives that have stood against the people. These are terrible situations of what is happening right now. So nobody should stay there and tell me that everything is going well. Things have gone very bad, from bad to worse in this nation. And those who should not be suffering are suffering needlessly. What are the new directives that this government, what are the new initiatives how much investment have they brought into the nation to help and to ensure that lives and the lives of the people are transformed? What are they bringing in? So this is what is happening. Tinubu came in, and from the very first instant, we saw how things change from bad to worse. Is that the kind of leadership that we should have in this nation? As if that is not enough, what else is going on? Okay, look at the cases of democracy and much more going on in this country. Every single individual must begin to, must begin to take real necessary step in order to change the course of this nation and make sure that Nigeria becomes a better place and things begin to, become different. Every one of us understand it, that we cannot allow the same thing over and over again. There is so much evil and atrocity going on in the country, and every one of us should understand that those who wants to destroy this nation are doing it because of what they will possibly gain. Okay, and is mostly more selfish than normal. It's mostly more selfish because of personal interests. What will I gain? What is in it for me? And as a result, people undermine and fail to pay attention to the fact that these things are real, that these things are sincerely happening. Where people are taking advantage of others. It is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. There's no other name for it. People have suffered so much in this country, and that's why again and again we must look inwardly, and you're going to begin to take real drastic measures and steps in order to end some of these atrocities going on. You say you are not a, how can you as a Supreme Court judge be taking sides? They are saying merry-go-rounding and having all this lovely friendship with those that you should be. How can you be deciding a case like that? You'll be compromised. It's glaring that you're already compromised. It's very glary. You can see for yourself. It's very, very glary. You see. So it is what it is. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. Every one of us must continue to contribute meaningfully to make the nation, to make the world a better place. The days upon us are so important. We cannot continue to allow this same thing. The evil going on is just unbelievable. People who should not be, patronizing this nation, we should not be going in some kind of direction. But sadly, because we have failed to take advantage of who we are. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.